Hey there, friends. Welcome to your practice at the Movement Clinic. My name is Emily, and today's class is focused on a forearm-based flow. So get prepared to light up your core, definitely light up your shoulders, and get ready for some fun and funky and different transitions. Hop on your mat and I'll see you there. We start in child's pose today. I suggest that knees go just slightly wider, not close together. Arms actively stretch out in front of you. Press forward and down through the palms, fingers stretched comfortably wide. Wrists, of course, start here parallel to the front edge of the mat. You soften ears between upper arm bones. Close your eyes, or at least have a very soft gaze. You can begin to have that sense of arriving here in this shape, in this moment. Starting to tune into the sensations in the body. Maybe how the hips or low back feel in this position. Maybe even the tops of your ankles are what talk to you the most. Maybe it's more of a scream. Or maybe it's shoulders. Maybe you have a hard time lengthening your elbows here. Again, this practice of noticing is always with the attempt, at least, of removing judgment. And maybe that can be the intention that you set for your practice today, if you feel so inclined. And with the next inhale, gently lift your head and draw the belly up and into the spine enough so that you can walk left hand over to the left, walk right hand over to meet the left, maybe even stack right hand on left. Press forward and down through the palms even here to stretch out right side body, softening right shoulder down, reaching right hip towards right heel. Maybe the hip lands on the heel, maybe it doesn't. And start to imagine, if you will, that the ribs are like fish gills, and that is where our breath is directed into the side and even the back of our body. While the belly button gently draws back and in to the back of the body, the floating ribs hug together and gently back into the back of the body. So we have all of this support for the spine from the front. And always room for the breath, side to side and in the backs of the lungs. And with your next inhale, walk right hand over to the right side of the mat. Again, left hand moves to meet it, either stacking on top or somewhere near it, as we stretch out left side body by actively pressing forward and reaching out through left palm. Left hip sinks away, and the breath is directed into those left side fish gills. Notice even here if the mind is wandering away from this moment, fidgeting away as it is wont to do, and just bring it back. Bring it back to whatever the sensations are in your body over and over and over again without judgment. And inhale, come back to your active child's pose for one round of breath. And lift hips. Come to a long tabletop position, or more specifically, a supported chaturanga position. Toes are tucked under here so that we can come to a forearm puppy dog pose. So sink hips towards heels, lower those elbows and forearms onto the mat. Belly is zipped, low ribs are engaged into the back of the body. Palms meet in prayer as you sink hips back. Ears come between arm bones again. Bend those elbows so that thumbs tap at the base of the neck, and we're still breathing into the side of the body as we lengthen out now through the elbows. So same as child's pose, we're pressing down and reaching forward through the elbows instead of palms, and lengthening hips towards heels. Just a different shape. Lengthen those arms again, separate palms, plant the palms shoulder width distance. Inhale, shift forward to supported plank, lower to your belly in one piece. Plant elbows underneath shoulders, plant forearms for Sphinx pose. Stretch back through all 10 toes, squeeze those kneecaps, lengthen your belly button and your bony hip points forward towards the elbows as you drag your elbows back towards those bony hip points. Isometrically, stretch heart forward, lengthen ears to the sky so sides of neck can be long. Exhale, release, slide those palms back, tuck toes, press into knees, lift up into supported plank. Again, forearm puppy dog pose. Exhale, bring palms together and tap thumbs at base of neck. With your inhale, transition forward to that supported plank. Exhale, lower. Find your Sphinx pose. Plant elbows under shoulders. Inhale, lengthen all 10 toes back as you reach heart forward and energetically drag those bony hip points and elbows towards one another. Exhale, release, slide palms back, tuck toes, press into knees. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, find that forearm prayer puppy dog pose. Last round, inhale forward, supported plank. Exhale, lower. Find your Sphinx pose as you inhale, stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, release, palms slide back, toes tuck, knees press in. Inhale, lift up, supported plank. And exhale, last puppy dog pose, stretching out the lats and the sides of the body. Low back is lengthening, low belly is zipping up and in. And inhale, release, come back to your supported plank. And lower right forearm down as you bring those knees to touch. You're gonna roll over to the right for a forearm side plank. So left hand is gonna stay on hips, or on left hip, excuse me. Watch that right shoulder, draw it back and in. Press away through that elbow and forearm. Notice how the shoulder feels here, and let's do some hip dips. So inhale, right hip lowers to the mat. Exhale, press away and lift the hip up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press away and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now take your left hand and place it in line with the right elbow as you come back to that supported plank position. Right toes stay spinning out to the right. For gate pose, left foot reaches back, left hand reaches up. Inhale. Exhale, come on up, stack shoulders on hips, bend back knee, and turn all 5 of those back toes to the back of the mat. So we're almost in like a baby warrior 2. These are some of the fun and funky transitions that we're gonna keep getting used to and finding. So no worries if it feels a little awkward at first. Your brain will get used to it. So left fingertips release inside of left heel, Right arm reaches up and overhead, palm faces down, armpit turns towards chin as we stretch out that right side body that we were just squeezing and compressing in those hip dips. Release right fingertips down and square those right toes behind you. Press left leg straight for Ardha Hanuman or half splits. You can flex all 5 of those left toes back towards your face if you would like. Low lunge, inhale, shift forward, sweep arms out and up, palms face one another, and come to prayer. Low belly still zipped up and in, low ribs absorbed. Bend the elbows, thumbs at the base of the neck, and this time, energetically lift your elbows forward and up. As you press your head into those forearms, see if you can't find lots of length in the side bodies. Breathing into those fish gills. Inhale, release. Now, gate pose, back to the front of the mat. So, right toes, pivot behind you. Cartwheel the arms, land right hand, left arm reaches up and overhead, away from that lengthened left leg. And come back to supported plank. You might need to adjust the knees back. Now, same thing, other side. Left forearm and elbow land this time. Knees are touching as you roll to that forearm side plank to the right. Watch that bottom left shoulder, hug it back and in. Inhale, hip dip. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, dip. Press away through that forearm, lift up. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift up. Land that right hand and land in line with the left elbow. Find that supported chaturanga position for gate pose. Right foot stretches back, right arm reaches up. Inhale. Exhale. Stack shoulders on hips. Turn all 5 right toes to face the back of the mat. Bend that knee, right fingertips land inside of right heel as left arm reaches up and overhead, baby side angle. Release left fingertips down, square left toes behind you, half splits, Ardha Hanuman. Press that front leg straight and flex those right toes back towards your face. Low belly still zipping up. Low ribs are absorbed into the back of the body. Heart still stretching through the upper arm bones. Inhale, shift forward, low lunge, arms sweep up and overhead. Thumbs come to the base of the neck as elbows bend. Press your head, or the back of your head rather, into those forearms to help lift and lengthen sides of body. Inhale, release. Gate pose to the original front of the mat. Pivot those left toes behind you. Right leg presses straight, left hand lands. Reach right arm up and overhead. And slowly release right hand down. Come to that supported plank position. Lower all the way to your belly. Sphinx pose, stretch all 10 toes back. Elbows land as heart stretches forward in between upper arm bones. And slowly release, slide the hands back. Tuck your toes, use your knees or don't, but lift up and back through plank and down dog. Pedal out the feet, bending one knee and then the other to further release the back of the body. Low ribs are still hugging up and in, low bellies lifting up and in. Inhale, shift forward to plank pose. As you lower right forearm down, elbow lands where the palm used to be. And now lower left arm, forearm plank. Let's go back. Plant your left hand where the elbow is. Press up, right hand, right elbow. Now try not to sway side to side too much. Keep hugging up and in. Now left forearm lowers first and then right. Right hand lifts us up first and left hand plants. Now right forearm down and left. Left forearm up, right hand plants. Left down, right. Right up, left up. Right down, left hand, right hand. Let's go one more round, why not? Right arm, left hand, right hand. Lower your knees, toes are still tucked under. You guessed it, forearm puppy dog pose. Sink hips back, bring palms to touch. Thumbs tap at the base of the neck. Separate your hands, plant your palms. From here, transition to chaturanga with the knees down. So lift the gaze, palms are planted, shoulder width distance. Lift both elbows at the same time to come to chaturanga. Press away, inhale. Exhale, sink back. Puppy dog with forearms down. Inhale, lift elbows at the same time, chaturanga. And release, up and back, exhale. 2 more rounds. Inhale forward, chaturanga. Exhale, press away. Last round, inhale, lift elbows simultaneously to come to chaturanga. Heart stretches forward. Watch those arm bones. They're in the shoulder sockets. And press up, down dog. Whew. Slowly release your knees to the mat. Sit back on your heels. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, bend elbows wide and stretch your heart forward. Just releasing whatever's happening in the shoulders here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend elbows wide. Lengthen the side bodies as the shoulder blades move around the back of the body. Last round, inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend elbows wide. And release. Supported chaturanga, supported plank. Lengthen yourself out. Lower onto that right forearm, you guessed it. Supported side plank, forearm side plank to the right for hip dips. Inhale, dip. Exhale, press away. Inhale, dip. Exhale, press away. Inhale, dip. Exhale, press away. Plant that left hand where the elbow used to be. Press away to plant the right hand. Stretch left leg long, gate pose. Inhale, come on up, bend that back knee for our baby warrior 2 to baby side angle. Left fingertips inside of that left heel, right arm stretches up and overhead. Release right fingertips down, square left toes back, half splits. Press the front leg straight. Inhale, low lunge, arms sweep up and overhead, palms kiss at the top, elbows bend, lengthen, up, up, up. And exhale, transition back to gate pose, right hand lands, left leg lengthens, left arm reaches up and overhead. Exhale, lower your left forearm from here to go straight into the other side. Spin over to that forearm side plank, right hand on right hip. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Pick up that right hand. Land it in line with the left elbow. Press away to land left hand. Gate pose from here. Right leg stretches back. Right arm reaches up. Come on up for our baby warrior 2. All 5 right toes point back. Right hand lands inside of right heel as left arm spins up and overhead. Inhale, transition to half splits. Press front leg straight. And soften on the exhale. Inhale, low lunge. Palms touch, bend elbows, thumb at the base of the neck as you lift up and back. Inhale to release. Exhale, transition back to gate pose. Left hand lands, right arm reaches up and overhead. And slowly release. Come to down dog from here. Now remember how we simultaneously lifted our elbows with the support of our knees down. If you need to lower the knees here, feel free to do so as we lower the elbows and lift back up from down dog into dolphin, or puppy dog into supported puppy dog. Pick what you need, but really focus on pressing down and away through the palms, zipping up low belly, absorbing those floating ribs into the back of the body. Gaze wherever it allows the neck to be long and soft and for you to maintain balance. So whatever that means for you. And remember, all the noticing without the judgment. Allow any of these new or different transitions or challenging transitions to just be something to notice as your body adjusts to, okay? So, inhale, slowly lower the elbows. Exhale, press away. Whoo, baby. We're gonna do that 5 times. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press away. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press away. Are your shoulders on fire? Because mine are. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press away. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press away. Oh, that last one's always the hardest. Go ahead and soften your knees to the mat. Knees touch this time. Big toes touch as well as you sweep the backs of the hands to rest next to the feet. And come into this more embryo version of child's pose. And take a moment, of course, here to gather your breath. Notice any fresh sensations running through the body. And stretch your arms out in front of you. As you inhale, shift forward to tabletop. Lower your forearms to the mat for forearm plank pose. Full forearm plank with full forearm plank hip dips side to side. So elbows are underneath shoulders. Press forward and down through the palms. Press forward and down through the elbows to feel those shoulder blades spread wide. Stretch your heart through the upper arm bones with shoulder blades remaining wide. Tuck toes under. Press back through the inner heels. Zip up low belly. Kneecaps are squeezing. Gaze back at your feet and make sure that they're stepped wide enough so that your heels can dip side to side as the hips dip side to side. All right? Now, stretch forward through the heart, back through the heels. Inhale. Exhale, dip to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, dip to the left. Inhale up. Right. That's 2. Up. Left. 2 on that side. 3 to the right. 3 to the left. 4 right. 4 left. 1 more. 5 right. 5 left. Now, pause. Press forward and down through the palms and forearms so much your hips lift and your ears lower between the upper arm bones. Walk your feet forward. Oh baby, it is dolphin pose. You can bend the knees as much as you need to in order to lengthen the sides of the bodies and allow the ears to really hug in between those upper arm bones. Low belly stays up and in. Hug the low ribs back and in. Notice if the inner edges of the palms are lifting, and really squeeze your forearms towards one another as you hug and press forward and down through those elbows. So shoulder blades still stay wide here as the forearms hug in. And yes, I'm aware how long we've been here. See if you can press forward and down a little bit more. And slowly lower to your knees. Wow. Wow, friends, that was a good one. Sit back on your heels. Nice big arm circles. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend elbows wide, stretch heart forward. And release. Wow, inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend elbows wide. Allow hands to soften by your sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend elbows wide, and release. Plant your palms towards the left side of the mat, about shoulder width distance. Right leg steps forward. Inhale, reach up through both hands. Bring your palms to meet, bend elbows, you guessed it. A nice big stretch. Press your head into your forearms. Reach up and out through the elbows to lift those arm bones out of your armpits. And slowly release half splits. Maybe wiggle that right foot forward. Come into maybe a little longer half splits. Good. Walk your hands over to the left gate pose with right foot planted. Left hand lands at the back of the mat. Right arm sweeps up and overhead. Plant your right hand, down dog. Facing the back of the mat. And lower knees down. Walk your left hand in a print, pick up your left foot, step it forward. Inhale, reach up, palms touch. Bend elbows, thumbs at the base of the neck. Inhale, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen sides of body. And release half splits. All right, gate pose, walk to the right. Right hand lands, left hand reaches up and overhead. And down dog. Gaze forward as you inhale. Exhale, step feet outside of your hands for a wide-legged forward fold. Ragdoll and grab opposite elbows. Rock side to side. Still lengthening elbows out of armpits here. Finding lots of length in the side of your body. And release your fingertips down, bend your knees generously, roll up to rise, reach up, look up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Release your hands to your sides, and again, take a moment and notice whatever sensations are running through your body now.
Gently float the eyes open as you turn toes out slightly and heels in slightly for a deep squat, Malasana squat. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Palms kiss at the top as you exhale. Sink hips towards heels. Keep shoulders stacked over hips or reaching to stack over hips. Spine long as palms come to heart center. Upper arm bones and elbows soften into the inner knees or somewhere in there. You might be quite a bit higher. Don't worry about the shape. Just notice the sensations in your body, the shape of your body, and without judgment. However you would like to get there, slowly start to sink yourself to a seat and lie onto your backs. Hug your right knee in towards your chest, flex right foot. Interlace your fingers around your right shin bone as you send that left leg long. Flex the left foot gently. Release the right arm out to the right as you help to guide that outer left knee with the left hand there. So left leg is moving over to, wow, just wow. None of that was even right. So interlace your fingers around the right shin bone. Keep hold of the shin with the left hand as you release your right arm out to the right. Root down through the right shoulder and shoulder blade. Maybe place the left hand on the outer right knee and exhale. Help to guide that right leg over to the left for a twist. Again, right shoulder and shoulder blade are anchored onto the mat. Don't let them lift. Inhale back through center. Hug the right knee back into the chest. And gently switch. Plant right foot. Draw the left knee in towards the chest. Flex the left foot. Interlace fingers around left shin as right leg goes long. Release the left arm out to the left. Again, the anchor point is the shoulder blade and back of the left shoulder. Right hand gently wraps around that outer knee as you exhale. Guide the left knee over to the right. Find a gentle twist here. Low belly is still drawing in to support the low back. Inhale back to center. Hug that left knee in towards your chest and bring the right knee to meet it. Grab outer edges of your feet for happy baby, or maybe the ankles or maybe the backs of the thighs underneath the knees. Either way, whatever you're grabbing, allow those legs to go wide so that they're outside of the ribs. Low belly's drawing back and in, knees are drawing in towards the armpits, and ankles are stacked over the knees. Allow your neck and your shoulders to be soft, maybe yawn the jaw open and closed. And slowly release into Shavasana. Let the legs go long. Arm bones come underneath you and down the back. Palms come out to your sides. Toes are softly rolling open. as the kneecaps and the groin let go, allowing the legs to be soft. Allow the lips to gently seal while the teeth separate. Your tongue can release into the floor of your palate. Maybe even imagine that the eyes could soften away from the eyelids and release towards the back of the skull. Maybe even further still, allowing that internal gaze, that same non-judgmental one, to focus on the space behind your eyes. That dark sea of consciousness that allows for a soft noticing without focusing on any one thing. Taking in the sensations in your body. How does it feel to live in your experience now? The sounds, the smells, the texture of your mouth. I invite you to stay here in your Shavasana for as long as your day allows, and I'll see you next time. In gratitude to you, I bow deeply.